Alright, trade recap, big baby boys. We took a loss today, and it was stupid because we went short on ES here, off of the respect of this 5 minute. So we saw there was a topside sweep, like a resweep of itself, like here, resweep of itself, and then nothing here gets inversed, resweep, stop loss hunt, nothing. There's literally, this is the issue, there's no opportunity to get in short here, which means it's not a good short, because if there's no opportunity for our strat to get in short here, it ain't gonna carry long, and it ain't gonna be that, like, yeah, it ain't gonna carry long. And as we can see, it didn't. It just went bearish for a little. Inverse this 15 minute, respected this hourly, and at the point it hit halfway the hourly, I was like, oh, it could go short, because it's hit halfway the hourly and it hasn't reacted very hard at all. Respected this, and it sweeped this here, then respected, so it just went bearish. But the problem is, we only trade off sweeps, so we shouldn't, like, this wasn't a sweep, that's the issue. It was like a continuation pattern. We shouldn't have done that shit, because we were getting in off the respect of this, the inverse of this 5, and the respect of this 5 here, which eventually gets inversed. And also, it doesn't get tapped to the halfway. That's another issue, as you can see. For this one, wait, click it. It doesn't get tapped to the halfway, so that, we fucked up a bit there too. Obviously we should have been in longs, because it sweeps here and it sweeps here. Right? Oh, fucking. And then when it doesn't inverse this one straight away, that's fine. Because first off, it sweeps here, and we were looking for inverse of this and a breaker structure, retracement, and longs. Simple. But then it respects it, and when it respects it, it shows that price is coming bottom side to either resweep or to continue bearish, and we thought it was going to continue bearish, but it reswept. So I think that's because of this, and because of the overall bullishness. And I was talking to my mate who took this position. It was like, in London session, no big turns happen. It doesn't. So why are we trying to take a big short? We just need to continue with the trend. It's reacting bearish off of itself here. That's fine. Sweep bottom side and let's get the long up. So we know that for next time, right? And then it resweeps down here, but not that good on ES. But then eventually on ES, it gets to this, the point of liquidity, which doesn't exist on NASDAQ. Then there is a divergence, but because ES swept this bottom side point, we also have on both pairs bearish candle. We have the breaker structure, yeah, we get the breaker structure. So, or you can say we get the breaker structure, and then it like resweeps / we get a divergence, and the breaker structure occurs after even again another resweep. Breaker structure, and then 5 minute fair value gap in here gets inversed. That's fine, you wait for whatever's next. There's no 5 minute fair value gap down here, but if you scroll down, breaker structure occurs here, right? There is then imbalance here, which gets respected, but then stop loss hunted on NASDAQ, but on ES, perfect. And it's like, how would you know to get in on ES and not NASDAQ? Because NASDAQ stop loss hunts, which creates another divergence. So if you were in on ES, let's say, and then it creates this divergence and then moves topside, you know you're good because it's created a divergence, so it's gonna run bullish for at least a little bit, which it does. And then again, I love order blocks as TPs. 15-minute order block, sexy tapped, just perfect, you know. But then it's also like, how do you know to get in on ES, not Nasdaq? Well, you don't really. Like, this is what has me confuzzled for this one. Like, if I'm getting in long here, my stop loss is only like here, so I would be stopped, yeah. And I would be shooting for like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, no, you'd be stopped. But on ES, it's fine. Then wherever your TP is, ES, that's good as fuck. So yeah, no, I don't know. But also, this is if you didn't get in on the first tap on ES, because maybe actually the only reason you get in on ES is because it's the one that actually swept. And so with Nasdaq re-sweeping its bottom low and making it divergence, that's showing it just wants to sweep something, I guess, because ES already has gotten its something. That's the main argument I got for this, because it sweeps, it breaks, because on ES this is pitch perfect. It sweeps some liquidity, it breaks structure, inverses a 5-minute fair value gap, grades fair value gaps on the way up, retraces, respects it. That's textbook as fuck. ES has that shit on lock, and that's why you'd enter off of ES. Same shit on Nasdaq, but you just don't have that bottom side sweep. Literally, like it resweeps itself, but this is an actual point of liquidity. You know, it's an actual point of liquidity. And this shit was at like 7:30. So that's fun. But I would not be writing it up to this order block, to be fair. I'd just take this shit like this high, or an order block in here, some 15-minute order block in here. Like this one or something maybe. Which does actually get tapped on that 8 PM candle. This shit here. So that's pretty clean. Oh yeah, it literally gets tapped. Yeah, okay, that's crazy. So yeah, that's why you get in for the ES one, because you have the sweep of liquidity. Nasdaq doesn't get the sweep, and it's just moving in turn because ES is making its move. So you get the sweep, break a structure, inverse of the 5, makes more a 5, and then makes more imbalances. Bang. Then also, this is way too late at night, but you have the divergence, which sometimes you can get in long off of, because like there's a fair value gap here, which price is in right now. There's another one here, correlating one, yep, which price is in. We'll see if they respect it, but this shit's way too late. And it's also like, these divergences don't hold for the long term, they're just a short term thing. But yeah, that's it, that's the analysis we learned.